episode 762 Brain Candy Podcast.
We're here, and I am going to do everything in my power to not eat the candy that's in front of me because you guys don't know this listening, but when we go to like start recording, it does this little like test little recording and says like, this is how you sound. Are you ready to enter your studio? And you're like, yeah. So I was chewing on one of these delicious peanut M&Ms. Mm-hmm. And it couldn't have possibly been louder. So I will not be doing that. When it played it back, I was like,
Sounds like the first 50 episodes of Brain Candy when I was eating like a cheese board while we recorded.
Because we were just hanging out.
We've come a long way.
I know.
Somebody cut out the solids. Now it's just liquids.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody told me recently they started listening, and they're like, yeah, I started with like episode like 20. I was like, whoa, no, what are you doing? No.
Why would they do that?
No way. They're like, I just want a background. I'm like, no.
Background.
This is no. Foreground only. I don't know. The opposite of that.
Yeah, that is a terrible idea. You need background on this. We're not complicated.
Ugh. You want to hear what's going on right now? The news in this moment.
There's no context for us. Just dive right in.
Just dive right in. Exactly. Yeah. I'm not done talking about when you came to town, though.
No, I figured.
You figured. You were so nice to save that.
Yeah, I knew she's going to want to talk about the sound bath on this one.
How could I not?
I know. So I didn't go there.
Wow, that was very nice of you. Guys, I took Susie to a sound bath.
Yep, she did. A couple's sound bath.
Well, it was a sound bath / healing for two. And even in the description, it said friends, relatives, siblings, like whatever you want. And I was like, BFFs for Fs? Let's do it.
Podcast co-hosts / soulmates?
It was so fun.
Was it everything you thought it would be?
More. I didn't know we were going to get like Reiki as well. I didn't know they were going to be pulling in the energy that was hanging out outside of my aura to
you didn't know your chakras
bring it back
were going to be balanced.
I didn't know I was going to leave feeling so aligned.
Hey,
and
I
centered.
Didn't know we were going to get a piece of chocolate at the end.
Wasn't that nice?
I mean, that might have been the best part.
I really did
tasty.
feel. He's like, here, this is for grounding to bring you back in your body. And then when I did eat it, I was like, oh, I do feel back in my body.
I'm going to say that every time I eat a dessert.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get back in my body over here. This is
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be in my body, and just like don't stand in the way between me and the bod. I have to share with all of our listeners one of my favorite moments when I just told them that we have a podcast together and we're friends and we're looking to relax and de-stress. And when we were done, they were like, yeah, there's just like a lot of commotion and like energy around your brain and around your head. And like there's just so much like energy around your head. And like it seems like you guys just
live
up
in your head.
You're in your head. And they're like, so what's the name of this podcast you guys host?
It really was like that.
It was exactly like that. It's not like they said that 5 minutes later. It's like they made that statement and then the next sentence was, what's the name of that podcast? And
it was wild.
I was like, the brain candy? Everybody laughed. Because we all knew what was going on there.
Yeah.
Right?
That was funny
so fun
that they said that.
Yeah.
And
what did you think of it?
Yeah, the setup is that you go into this room and you lay down on your back on these tables, kind of like massage tables. Mm-hmm. And then there's these gongs and like sound bowls and all these like tuning forks and stuff that the guy practitioner used. And then there's a lady that was there and she was the one balancing our chakras, which let's face it, tall order.
Yeah, tall order. Right.
We're not known for being balanced, even keeled people. So they really got their money's worth, whatever.
And they got to like come at two different ends of the spectrum, Mm-hmm. Like we got you on one side, me on the other. Like they got to like find some middle ground, like balance both of these things. Like that's a lot to work with. But it felt so relaxing. I was telling Susie, it felt like the relaxation of a good massage, but the restfulness of a long sleep. Mm-hmm. And it felt so afterwards. I just felt so good.
Yeah, it was rejuvenating.
For sure. In a way. Yeah, so that was really fun.
I love the music parts, like all the noises that were happening. I said to Sarah on the way home that, you have something over your eyes, so you're really not aware of like what's happening exactly in the room. And it was just this weird feeling of like, you could hear all these sounds, but there's only 2 people, but it would sound like there were more than that people in the room. Like the noises were coming from all different corners. Everywhere. And I thought, how many people are, what if they like brought in a marching band? Like while we were,
I wouldn't have known. I would have been like, yep, sounds about right. I've never done this before, but that works.
Those sound bowls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool hearing all the gonging and clanging but it was soothing. It wasn't a cacophony or anything like that.
Right. Do you think it would be something that you would enjoy doing again?
Yeah, but not for spiritual reasons.
Right. More
just
for like relaxation. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I feel
really
like it is.
Subscribe to any of that stuff like for my soul.
Yeah.
But everybody can use a mindful moment with some cool tunes.
Yeah. That's the way I feel too. It feels like just like balancing out, like just like relaxation. Like when do you get to sit somewhere and be like half awake and half asleep? And like you said, like all the attention on you, all of the, like, give me all the attention and focus. And that feels lovely to me. So
yes, thank you for that experience. I never would have done it on my own. So
I'm glad you were into it. And they were just so nice. And we got little
so nice.
Black tourmaline that, like when we left, like these are little protection bags. It was amazing.
Yeah. Yes. It was great. Yeah. Thank you so much for that.
So I had to share with the people what I forced you to do because like I was so excited to do this. And
wait, remember when she said like she came over to me and was like, I asked your spirit, like, are you ready for me to work on you? And then she goes, and Susie, your spirit was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, it was like, no, thank you.
And I was like, you know what? That tracks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but she waited it out. She was persistent.
So thank you for joining me. It was so much fun. It was just the best trip, so I had to share with that. On to some other stuff. I have a whole bunch of stories for you guys today. Some fun facts. It's not really facts, more like things that are happening. Did you see there was a young boy who invented, we'll call it invented, a soap that has an ingredient in it that works to fight skin cancer.
Come on.
Yes. His name is Herman Beckley, and he is a 14-year-old from Fairfax, Virginia. And so at school, they were doing these like experiments to invent a product that would, change the world. Like they do this in all high schools where they're like, invent something that, and every now and then some kid does something like that. So he was the one who went on to win the 3M, they do that Young Scientist Award where like 3M is really just cool. Like, how do we get this patent before these kids go out in the world, and they're looking for this. So there is a type of ingredient. Oh my God, it's so insanely hard to pronounce, but it's an ingredient that's commonly used as an antifungal that it's called imidazoquinoline. Yes. And it's commonly used in a bunch of different antifungals and acne treatments. And it helps to regenerate cells. It helps to slow down like the process of cells like dying. And he thought to use it with these different kind of, particle transporters. I don't know how a 14-year-old kid knows about particle transporters.
That sounds made up.
I know, right? And it turns out that it's an actually like really effective solution for fighting skin cancers. And he just like invented this at like little high school science fair project. And
number one, I feel like I must not know how we get skin cancer because what is it doing to prevent it? Blocking the sun?
I think it has something to do with regenerating the cells. And because like skin cancer is like those like cancerous cells like killing the live cells. So
then number two, who names their kid Herman?
Oh,
I mean that is so unusual nowadays.
That is
Here are the options. Was that a,
he's
a
probably
family name
after, yeah.
or these hipsters that like want to be different and name their kids some weird name just to be cool? Those are your choices.
Does it help if he's
white?
from Ethiopia?
Yeah, okay. That's the difference.
Okay.
Yes, it does help.
Yes.
If it were a hipster in Bushwick.
It says, with roots in Ethiopia, Beckley was inspired to take on skin cancer to help under-resourced countries.
My God.
Yep.
Good for him.
He said he realized that it was a viable option for topical applications like soap, and using that drug as well as components like a nanolipid-based particle transporter.
That's insane.
Right. That it was a really effective solution for some skin cancers.
I can't believe what losers we are.
When I hear this 14-year-old talk, he's like being interviewed by NPR, and you hear him talk, and
what's he sound like?
Just regular. Well, like a kid. I'm talking about the writing. Like I'm reading the transcript of it. Like I'm hearing him talk like as it's said. And he's saying all these things that are so genius, like nanolipid blah, blah, blah transporters. But then he's like, that's like real cool for some skin cancers. Like he's still 14 and it's like the cutest thing in the whole world. I'm like, what a little buddy who's just out there inventing stuff to help so many people.
That is so cool.
I just love those every single year when that comes out. It is so inspiring to see the story, see the things that like these kids are like, hey, why don't we just combine this? And then you just like put it on soap and then boom, skin cancer goes away. They're always so good.
Right.
It's always like that. Like, I don't see, what's the problem? Just watch it while there's some soap.
Knew. It's sick. It's so sick. But thank God he's using his powers for good.
Yeah. And then like this is how he talks. And it's just so cute, okay? The color of the soap is like a dark type of white and has a little bit of bumpy texture to it, which could be good for exfoliating. It does have a strong medicine smell to it, but of course it's not the worst smelling thing.
Right.
Adorable.
Yeah. I want more doctors to talk like that.
Right? That's exactly how I want
be like,
my
here's
doctor.
the scoop.
Yeah.
It's
it's not
gonna
the worst.
do this. It's not going to be the worst. It's not going to be the best. Like whenever they say that it's a little pinch, it's not a little pinch.
No.
Stop saying that.
Quit it.
It sucks. Say this is going to suck. This is going to suck a little bit. Say that.
Like, it sucks, but like there's worse. That's what I want. So, yeah. And he goes, of course, I try not to use too much of it because I don't have skin cancer.
Oh, so it cures, not prevents.
Oh.
Is that what you're telling me?
So it says, he's talking about how you use soap. So you would put the soap on you, and the lipo-based nanoparticles, even once you wash the soap off, the medicinal particles stay on your skin. So because he doesn't need to, like, I don't know, maybe fight off any of these dead skin cells, he doesn't have to use it. But
maybe it cures or treats or whatever.
Yeah, he's looking forward to.
Good for Herman.
He has a 5-year mapped out plan, acquiring FDA certification and conducting human testing to make sure it all works. Yeah.
Good for you.
I mean,
Herman.
it's like cute. He like wants to turn into a nonprofit and just help people.
Oh boy.
It's adorable. This is the future. I'm very grateful for these little kids.
I hope it is the future. I hope more people are like him. Yeah. And you know what? I hope more people start using Boll and Branch sheets too, because they're going to say, Suze, you were right.
I'm so excited. I'm about to go to Florida for Thanksgiving, which means I'm about to go sleep on some Boll and Branch sheets and use my favorite Boll and Branch towels at the old Harriton, Florida residence.
I know. She stocked up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. They are so nice. And those towels, I'm telling you, there ain't nothing better.
Yeah. And
They're
here's
so
the
fluffy.
thing. Don't fall for it. I bought some cheap sheets and towels in my day. It ain't worth it.
Nope, not worth it.
They are garbage. Don't be like, you know what? I can save $3. No, absolutely not. You want
cost per use. Girl math this out, people.
Yes, my God. And they are affordable and they are awesome because they are silky smooth, the sheets. The towels are luxurious. The sheets are deep as they say they are. And no mumbo jumbo. I'm sick of them being like, oh, it's deep. No, it isn't. Boll and Branch are 100% organic cotton, free from toxins, synthetic pesticides, and harsh chemicals. And you're going to love them. They make a great gift. Signature gift box. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Upgrade your sleep with 25% off your first order at Bull and Branch. That's their best offer of the entire year. Just head to bullandbranch.com and use promo code CANDY. That's Bull and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com, promo code CANDY. Limited time only. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
All right. Oh, yeah. I want some more nice fresh towels.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about another story. This, I feel like you're going to not like this, but maybe because of who he's fighting, we can like be on board. Okay.
All right.
So this guy, Uba Butler, last name Butler, maybe we like him already. He works for Vice magazine, and he was hearing all these stories about how Amazon drivers, a lot of them are peeing into bottles.
Yeah, I hate that.
Okay, so it's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
And Amazon clearly doesn't give a fuck about their workers.
No.
They're like, not at all. So
No.
he argued Amazon doesn't care about their workers, but they do care about sales and their products.
Yeah.
So he visited the Amazon fulfillment centers across the world, verified and collected bottles of the driver's pee, then turned that pee into an energy drink, like he labeled it, marketed it, and then sold it on Amazon, marketed and sold it on Amazon, and it quickly turned into a number 1 bestseller on Amazon. And it's all in this documentary called The Great Amazon Heist, which comes out. It's like a UK documentary that just came out maybe like beginning of the month. But he's showing that Amazon will be loosey-goosey with all of their regulations in what's allowed to be sold, in getting by on
Not even just loosey-goosey. They break the law.
Yeah.
The only reason that Jeff Bezos is as successful and Amazon is as successful as it is because they broke the law.
Okay, I love that Susie's like, not loosey-goosey.
I'm so mad about it.
Lawbreakers. Yeah, good.
Because
Get fired
a
up.
lot of times with these billionaires, especially like these annoying bros on Twitter, will be like, hey, he's created, it's capitalism. He's created the best product, and so he's the best. No, he broke the law. He rigged the game.
Yeah.
And then he followed the like, say sorry later, like ask for forgiveness, not permission thing. And now there's no putting the toothpaste back into the tube. And I'm mad about it. And so it's not just loosey-goosey. It's total like felonies.
Yeah.
I made that
terrible.
up, but it's something like that.
It should be that. He said
it's law breaking.
It is. It absolutely is. He said, and also the urine thing, Amazon has denied it in the past, but then they apologize. They recognized that they do it. It became public knowledge. Then they apologized for it. And they even admitted that they have a point system where if you pee into a bottle and leave it in the car, you get a point for that. And then if you have 10 bottles, then that's when the driver gets in trouble. That's fucking disgusting.
The other thing, I mean, I know this is secondary, but this advantages men getting these jobs because women are going to be far less likely to apply for a job where you have to pee in a bottle.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I know I would think twice about if I needed that job, but I'd be like, well, I can't pee in the bottle. I'd wear a diaper. What?
That's terrible. Yep. It's
Have
really
you ever
disgusting.
offered, like, when an Amazon driver comes, I'm always tempted to be like, do you need to use the bathroom? Because you can use mine. Like, should I put that sign up instead of people leaving snacks? Do you think we could be like, hey, if you got to go, you got to go. Come on in.
Yeah, sure.
Or do you think that's unsafe and they'll get murdered?
I don't think Amazon people are going to murder you.
No, me neither.
If they're the same people who are trying to, like, make sure they get their deliveries there on time and, like, just, like, don't want to fuck up, they clearly care about, like,
they're very conscientious.
Consequences, and want to do the right thing. Like, everybody's just trying to do their best over here. And a lot of people who are Amazon delivery people, that's like they're taking on a second job. They're like, oh, I do this after hours of like,
Where do postal workers pee? Because they don't seem to have this problem. Are their shifts shorter or what?
I have absolutely no idea how that works.
Yeah.
I really don't. Like,
I guess
these weren't the details that were in, like, Richard Scarry's, like, who does what job book.
Maybe there's far more postal offices where they can stop.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like post offices.
Okay.
And that's really messed up.
Yes, and this is what I was saying on Things We Got Wrong about how there are not enough public restrooms.
Yeah, I'm with you on this.
We should not all be relying on, Ray Kroc's McDonald's to go to the bathroom. We all pee. Can we not have some public restrooms?
Yeah.
Please. At any rate, I'm just saying that I think a lot of this could be solved if people like Jeff Bezos and Amazon paid taxes that then allowed governments to provide public restrooms to people.
No fucking shit. I saw this, I think it's in Canada. This guy was a tech, he like started a tech company, sold the tech company for like, I think he said 8 figures. It was something crazy. And he used $1 million of it to build 99 of these tiny homes in his town. He lives in like a small town in Canada. I was reading the comments of this because I'm like, oh, this is so great. Like, I bet the comments are going to say things like, I wish Jeff Bezos and all these guys would do that with their, like, if they just took a little bit of that instead of trying to fucking cage fight or whatever the heck those two are doing, Zuckerberg and Bezos or whatever. Musk, I don't care. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the comments were like, this isn't even going to help. And I was so shocked, and somebody else in the comment said, one of the reasons that, like your whole, you need to get a job thing is so, like, doesn't hold up when one of the things that prevents people from getting a job is not having an address to put on the application or having a place to take a shower to go to the job interview. Like, giving a person just that.
They have done studies. These are effective for the community in terms of everyone saving money.
Everyone. I'm like,
everyone benefits.
So good. And like, man, that guy just did it with $1 million.
I'll tell you what helps me save money, and that's Rocket Money.
Oh, man, I would.
No lie.
Maybe after all my savings, I will one day have $1 million to donate to build a little town. I mean, it's got to put my air mask on first. But one day, maybe.
Well, and Rocket Money will help you get
saving
there.
Money like this, right?
I cannot say enough good stuff about this service because it is a finance app, and it watches and sees what you're subscribed to. It asks you if you would like to still be subscribed to them. It lets you know when the prices increase, which is happening way more frequently than I want to with all the streaming services.
Holy crap.
They really did a bait and switch with those. They're like, here, it's like $3, and now it's like $100.
Yeah, what the hell?
And it helps you keep track of those and get rid of the ones you don't need. And it just helps you know where you're spending your money. And they negotiate lower bills for you, too. It's not just like canceling subscriptions. It's also like, hey, this bill for your cable looks a little high. Do you want us to fix that for you? And then they'll negotiate with the company, and you don't have to do anything. It is the best personal finance app. It is so helpful. Monitoring my spending. I look at it every day, keep track. They have 5 million users and counting. It's helped save customers an average of $720 a year. That is a lot of dough.
I know. I think it's going to be more than that with me. I've saved so much fucking money on that. They probably won't like that I say the F word. I've saved so much money on that. I'm just passionate.
Yeah, and it's the truth. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and manage your money the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/braincandy. That's rocketmoney.com/braincandy. rocketmoney.com/braincandy.
Yes. Okay, so let me fill you in on what this guy did, because I think this is just a genius story. And I can't wait to watch that documentary. I'm going to have to find it and see how I can get it streaming in the U.S.
But I don't understand how he turned pee into a beverage.
I'm going to run you through
This is who you're going to talk about?
Yeah. I'm going to run you through how I did it.
Okay,
so here's what he did. He said, Amazon does not care about their workers' bladders, but you know what they do care about? Products and their platform. So what if there was a way to make a product out of these urine bottles, list it on Amazon, and then do everything in my power to drive it to number one? Now that would get their attention. So step one, he said, got to acquire the product. He began by gathering as many urine bottles as possible from an Amazon fulfillment center outside of Essex. After a day and a half, he had enough on his hands to, do something with. And he then, then he had to come up with a product to sell. And he knew that there was a popular surge in what they call like pump and dump energy drinks lately. So why not an energy drink? These are these like any YouTuber or whatever slaps their name on an energy drink. It sells and that's it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we actually have some energy drinks of some YouTuber linked likes in our fridge still at home. There you go. So he created this energy drink called Release Energy Drink. Look at it. It could not look more like urine. He even said that this is that drink. The label clearly shows in the ingredients urea and uric acid as its ingredients. He made sure to put this on there. So step 2, the method. Surely Amazon's algorithm has protocols in place to stop random people from just selling things that aren't safe, right? Wrong. Despite product photos and the description showing that the drink is made from pee, it is listed on Amazon. So step 3, the execution. He says, I get it, everyone. I get everyone I know to buy a bottle of Release Energy Drink. He sells it for $1. The sales start rolling in, and the reviews rack up, and soon we're creeping up on 80 sales, and then we don't see any updates from the Amazon algorithm. Then something weird happens. Real strangers who I have not enlisted to help start noticing the drink and purchasing it. I consider sending them a genuine bottle of piss, but decide to cancel the orders. So then algorithm updates it says like this product has noticed unusual reviewing activity. Due to this activity, we've limited this product to verified purchase reviews. But then it gets through because they care more about what's number one. And soon enough, it was number one in the bestsellers in the bitter lemon category.
That's disgusting.
So he set out to discover that Amazon Marketplace was blind and insecure enough to let me list bottles of its own driver's piss as an energy drink. I couldn't have predicted how easy it would be, allegedly.
So there is nothing else in there except the pee.
Right. That's it. Like and he's not even really selling them. They're not going in. It's like he's cancels the orders. But
why did he need to get them then? Why did he need to procure the pee?
I'm sure it was. There was it was to point out that this is to be able to label it.
Just say you don't know.
I think to be able to label it on the bottle, and to be able to make the story to say this is made from Amazon, because Amazon does have to notice that. If you're just doing it and it's fake, Amazon's not going to pay as much attention to I put yellow food coloring in a bottle and sold it as pee. Then
you could do your own pee, Sarah.
Yeah, but I think this is good for the story. This is if you're going to do
right.
that Amazon, you have listed your own driver's piss on and sold it. That's fucked disgusting. Up. That hits harder than I sold my own pee on Amazon.
Well, yeah, but he could just say that he got their pee.
No, but then investigative journalism will report that he was lying, and then Amazon points the finger at him for making up false things about Amazon. This does the other. Yeah, this is journalist, fucking get it. I
really would like to know what Jeff thinks is what these people are supposed to do when they have to go to the bathroom.
Right.
I really want to know.
I would love for him to just can we just get an AMA with Bezos?
Aren't there labor laws that you have to provide a restroom?
Right. And breaks. And this seems I remember having a manager yell at me Sarah, you have to go on a break. You have to you can't just keep working. Or
I already just said he broke all these rules, and then I'm isn't there a rule about this?
Right. He's doing that. You're totally saying he does the ask for forgiveness thing, because then they're going to be oh, it's $1 million fine, and he's okay, no problem. It's gross.
Yeah,
it makes me so mad. And all I could imagine is him laughing on that fucking boat with his wife's bust carved into the front. It feels so fucking stupid to me.
Yeah.
I hate him. And then I just picture him going up to, which one likes to go to space? Both of them?
Elon.
And Bezos, right?
too. Yeah,
Yeah, with like the cowboy hat, and I can't.
He's so weird. Remember when his like sexting was like released and he called that lady a live girl?
No, I don't remember that. Stop. What are you saying right now? Tell me, give me the back. Like, which one is this?
Her brother. Okay,
Musk?
Jeff Bezos is dating that lady that you are referring to. I forget her name.
Right.
And she has a brother that for some reason did not like Jeff.
Oh, and I can't imagine why. Making me like her brother a lot.
Either sold or just leaked the transcripts of their text exchanges, the woman and Jeff. And one of the things that was so disturbing, like he was really bad at sexting in general, but he referred to her like a pet name as a live girl.
A space live girl or a live girl, one word?
One word.
Oh, God, that's way creepier. I was hoping it would
girl. It's just an adjective.
Okay, that makes me think that he definitely has robot girlfriends. Like you know those like people, what are they called? Sex dolls, like sex, you know?
Here's what he said. I love you, alive girl. I will show you with my body and my lips and my eyes very soon.
I know this is a podcast, so I'm supposed to be talking, but I have to like find the words first.
Can you believe?
A live girl. Like, I can't even imagine what.
Yeah. How did that happen?
How that happened,
origin story
right?
of that
I do,
pet name.
because like it could be like, you make me feel so alive. You're my alive girl. No,
I mean, maybe
he would say like, you're my something else. It wouldn't be a live girl. That implies that there's an unalived girl.
Yeah.
That implies the presence of someone not
He said,
alive.
I want to smell you. I want to breathe you in. I want to hold you
there's
tight.
definitely robot girls. Yep. That's like, I want to do things with the living because I've been doing things with plastic dolls for so long.
I want to kiss your lips. I love you. And I am in love with you. Both of those things. I love you, alive girl. And then it was, I love you, all caps, alive girl. And then it was, I love you, all caps, alive, all caps, girl. Then I love you in all caps, comma, alive girl in lowercase. And then all caps, I love you, alive girl. I love you, alive girl. I love you, alive girl. Not dead, alive.
Is this like an A24 horror film I'm watching right now? What is happening? That's very fucking creepy. What's going on? This seems like you just read me the transcript from like the movie Her.
Okay, let's say all of it.
Yeah.
It's not fake because he did respond. Like he put out a press release about it and said like, this is whatever. But he said it's legit.
Our pet names.
But what, for real, do you think she liked being called that, or just like money is blind?
Money is blind. So blind. Blind. She cannot see past the front of that ship or whatever.
If Eli called you that, would you just be like,
no,
nice.
we need to unpack that. We definitely, one of the weirdest things I've ever been called, once a guy asked me to call him God in bed.
Oh no, I forgot about this.
Remember that? And that to me feels very similar.
What did you say when he asked you
said
that?
A live girl? I was like, because then I had too many questions. I was like, oh my God, like you are like, what?
Do you mean ironically, or
I don't know what you mean by that? And I was probably like, no, I am not doing that.
Yeah,
like it was so. I remember very little of my sexual, I don't know, whatevs that happened before the age of 21. Like, it's just like all of it blurs together and whatever. But this I can
really stands out.
I can remember like peripheral detail. I remember the curtains. It's like that, you know? Yeah. And when it's like that, it's like, oh yeah. Like when you start to remember like things like the patterns of the bed sheets, and you're like, oh no, but not his face. Like, oh, that's bad. That's getting logged in like a weird dark corner of my brain. So this feels like that.
Makes me feel like an alive girl, and that is Jenny Kane.
Suze.
I mean, for real, it does.
Shout out to my Jenny Kane shoes right now.
Oh my gosh, she's wearing what are they called? What's that?
Mocks. They're the shearling lined mocks.
Shearling, that's it.
My favorite, because I'm in, as Susie knows, it's blizzarding outside. It is cold AF. There is 12 inches of snow on the ground. So this shoe gives me, I don't even have to wear socks. I am toasty warm, and it's like, feels like that like quiet luxury, like, you know?
Well, all of the Jenny Kane items are that feel, well, not just a feeling, they are the super high quality, forever pieces, classic style. They're the kind of things that you don't want to take off, and you wear I wear a little bit too many times, where I'm like, I should probably wear something else today. But every day you're like, but I really want to wear this cashmere cocoon cardigan.
Yeah.
They're so cozy and soft and lovely, and you'll feel good wearing them. And they look good with anything. So they have a deal. You got to take us up on it, because guess what? It's holiday season. It's winter. You could buy a gift yourself and your loved ones. The best gift of all, Jenny Kane. Our listeners get 15% off your first order when you use our code BRAINCANDY at jennykane.com. That's 15% off your first order, JENNIKAYNE.com, and use code BRAINCANDY. Let's getting dressed be one less thing to worry about. Classic. Classic style. You will love it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Live Girl.
Yeah.
You know how we did that thing where we uploaded our texts and it said whether we're compatible and stuff? Oh. I would love to know what they would say about that exchange.
I would love to know what that's all about.
You have a captor. You have been kidnapped.
Are you calling me currently being hidden in the basement? Press 1.
Right. SOS.
Yeah. Send a capital Y to this. So yes, Amazon, Jeff Bezos can, like, you know, suck a big dick like always.
Suck it.
Like, I just
but also,
can't.
We can't live without you. I wish it weren't true, but because he broke all those rules, now we are addicted.
Right. Now that's how it goes. This is exactly how, you know, like supervillains are created. And essentially, like, that's what all these guys are. I just see them as like the world's, you know, that the movie WALL-E is so like important.
Yeah.
Because that is like what shop and buy a lot or whatever, buy and save or whatever the big, like.
Yeah, it was prescient. They knew. They knew what was going to happen.
Exactly what they knew. All of that is a cautionary tale. So
sure is.
Okay. This is an interesting. Tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
Well, actually, first of all, did you love or hate that the guy sold Amazon pee? It felt like you were mixed reviews on it. Didn't like you were like anti the fact that it was actual pee, like he had to touch it and like do all that and that kind of shenanigans.
I'm anti the fact that he didn't have to even get actual pee, but the principle I liked. I liked that he was trying to expose somebody who needs to be exposed. Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about this one? There was a study that was done on certain terms and how they affect the female brain.
Okay.
Being called baby has a positive effect on the female brain and causes instant emotional stress relief.
It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me either. And I'm like, call me baby.
With us?
I know. Yeah. I know. That's what I was like. I was like expecting you. Like, there's a part of me that's like, Susie's going to be like, oh, I hate that. Like, why do we have to? It's so bad. But as soon as somebody calls me baby, I'm like,
for real. Because I was
instant stress relief. Instant. But if you say no, instant pressure rise.
At first I thought, well, the only person that would ever call me that is Adam. And then I thought, no, that's not true. Older strangers, like, you know, that you're just in contact with have said that. And I'm like, I liked it.
Yeah.
It feels so tender.
It does. Words definitely affect our emotions. And those words like that have a positive effect on what it does is it releases oxytocin.
Oh my
in
gosh.
The brain. Yeah. And it tells us that we're not being threatened.
Yes, I feel so safe when they call me baby.
Yes, that is exactly what it's designed to be doing.
Not just safe, it also makes me feel protected. Like, I'm not only not in danger, but they're going to protect me from danger.
Yes.
I like
it triggers feelings such as well-being, affinity, and security.
Wait, does it? Okay, so you're telling me men don't have the same reaction?
Nope, not one little bit.
Okay, well,
yeah, it's just us. Great. But we have the opposite effect if we're told no.
Yeah, I agree with that too. If someone said no, baby, I'd be like, I don't know how to feel right now.
Glitch, like short circuit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna unalive girl.
Good one. So when someone says no, we feel stressed and upset.
Don't tell us no, and just say yes. But like you could tell me no, but like come up with a creative way to do it.
Be like,
I don't know if that's going to work for us, baby.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. What happens, do you think, when men hear it, baby? And then,
I think nothing.
What about with no? I bet they don't like that. Ooh. Well, we know what happens. They do it anyway. Yeah.
This one didn't. It didn't say.
She did not respond to like my Sarah.
Oh, I didn't hear. I was looking for what they said.
I was going down the Brock Turner route.
Oh.
I was saying, like, what happens when they hear no?
Oh, that's actually a good thing.
Sometimes. Gross ones.
I think a lot.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's, like, okay.
Because you know how they say for men, when they hear no, it's the beginning of a negotiation? When women hear no, it's the end of the story.
Yeah, because I would imagine that no would release, like, adrenaline or something like that. For them.
Right.
They're looking at like what hormones get released.
This is just like an obstacle in the way of me getting what I want.
Yeah. And we release stress hormone, which is that, like, or I guess what cortisol and stuff like that when we hear no. And it's probably like, how do we respond to what is our fight or flight? Like ours is like maybe like give up or fawn because it's like you're not going to win in this situation where there may be more of like a
what
fight
did you say
activated.
Yours was?
Definitely fawn. I don't know. What is cry all the time? What is that one?
Right. They need another F word.
They really do.
Fight,
fall
flight,
to fucking pieces. Fall apart. That's me.
Right.
I fully fall apart.
So you just start crying.
Yeah. We were talking Eli and I were talking with a therapist about like what makes me feel good when like because I do have these like triggers and these things like ways that I respond that are like that. And like, what do I need to do afterwards? And I was like, well, I just feel better sometimes if I can cry. And he like goes, you always cry.
He's like, you must feel great then.
Right. He's like, you mean like apart from the other times? Like... I'm like, yeah, I know, but like cry and you hug me. And like
that's really funny. I mean, that is true.
I can't help it. We're all like that. So yeah. Anyways, being called baby, it makes me feel good. So just keep doing it. Just call me baby.
Yeah, that is so weird. I always joke about how I had a guidance counselor in high school that called me Cookie. And I loved it. It was the best. He would be like, hey, Cookie. Like, he wasn't gay, though. But it was like... it was like a father figure.
Yeah.
He's super cute. I loved him. And he would always call me Cookie. And then, like, as an adult, I've been like, that was weird, but I really liked it.
No, I like it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with this. The one that does it for me is Kid.
I hate Kid.
I like it.
You do not.
I do.
What about Kiddo? Hate it?
I don't like that.
I fucking hate it.
Kiddo, I don't know if I've been called that.
It's so
like
condescending.
But like, Kid,
hey, Kiddo. Hey,
and
Kiddo.
it was like my brother who called me Kid, and I was like, oh, I love that.
Oh my God. It would be a murder. It would be a murder scene. A homicide in the
like,
rice
you got
film.
it, Kid. And I was like, yeah.
You loved it. What is wrong?
I don't know. Maybe it's because no dad did that. It was like missing. And so I just like crave like,
oh yeah, because I got that nurturing father experience.
Right. As soon as I said it, I heard it as soon as I said it.
It's almost like you don't mind when people underestimate you. How is that possible? Because that really bothers me when you're calling me Kiddo. We're like usually the same age. It's never like an actual old person that's calling me Kiddo. I'll tell you what else I love, and that is AG1.
This has become our daily thing, and nothing makes me feel more like have my stuff together.
Yes.
You know?
Exactly. I was so mad at myself because I was downsizing my Denver luggage.
Oh.
And I thought,
you had to make room for your winter coat.
Yes, for real.
Yeah, I know.
And so I thought, I'll just ask Sarah to bring some AG1 to the hotel. I forgot. And then I was so mad because then I didn't get to do it. Yeah. But I'm sure I'm okay. Mm-hmm. I should like double up now that I'm back home. Yeah. But AG1 is the greatest habit to get into. Just pour it into some water, drink it in the morning, and you get all those vitamins that you know you're not going to get.
Don't you feel like it's made your skin more glowy? Like, because I know I started this a little bit before you did, I think.
Yeah.
And I was saying, like, Suze, it makes
That's how she sold it on me.
Look I'm glowy.
The older I get, the more I'm like, my skin is on strike.
It's what they would refer to as dull. Sometimes. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, like, wake up!
Yeah.
But this is a great routine to get into if you want to support your body, your skin, and just... I do feel like it's a snowball effect. If you get into one good routine, then you get into 1,000,000, and it's a great supplement. It'll support your body's universal health and gut optimization and stress management, all that jazz.
Yes.
AG1 is the supplement we trust to provide the support our body needs daily, and that's why they've been our partner for so darn long. If you want to take ownership of your health, it starts with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2, because you got to have them both.
Yep.
By the way. A lot of people don't know that. And 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/brainkitty. That's drinkag1.com/brainkitty. Check it out. Mm-hmm. I also hate when younger servers call me hun or sweetie, like younger.
Yeah.
If you're younger than me, do not call me honey or sweetie. I hate when women do. Girls. I'm going to call them girls.
Oh, girls do it to you?
Well, like 20-something
No.
girl.
No.
Hey, honey. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie.
I did get called.
Yeah, sure, sweetie.
I got called. I was in a boutique the other day, and this woman said, like, oh, God. It might have been, it was like queen or something like that. And for a moment, I was like, yes. And then afterwards, I was like, no, weird. And then I was like, do I leave now? Do I have to buy something? She's called. I think it worked like that for like. I felt very.
You were just
like
disoriented.
I had to buy something. Like, well,
whenever those hookers do that to me, I just say it back right away. So if they're like, honey, can I get you more Diet Coke or whatever? I'm like, yeah, honey, you can. Just because so we're on the same page.
Real quick.
We're equals at best, ma'am.
At best.
I hate that. A youngster? Because,
does it feel condescending? Like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to endure the torture of becoming an old lady and have you calling me.
No. The server that we had at our restaurant, the breakfast place we went to, called both of us Miss, and I was living for it. I was like,
me and you?
Yes.
Who?
Or like,
oh, that guy. Like, yeah, that's different when it's a man.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Anything goes with those guys. I am a loose cannon over here.
But like, usually I feel like I've crossed over and now I get ma'am. So for him to call both of us, like, he called both of us something younger that was like preferable.
He said
miss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, correct.
Yes, you can get us a refill of whatever.
My takeaway is that we're the problem or at least 100%. I'm the problem because do I want to be a baby or do I want to be respected? What is it?
Right. You're like, baby, fine, but kid, not okay.
How dare you?
Thank you. Thank you for like bringing it back here.
I'm nothing if not self-aware. I know that I am,
That's funny. Baby, I love it. Releases oxytocin, stress-relieving hormone. Kid, you're fighting someone. You. And if you call me miss, I'm okay. But ma'am, also murder.
Oh, my gosh. I think what we've learned here is that we're unstable emotionally and mentally. Oh, my God. Did they say any other words that enrage women or whatever? Or that
no, they just said yes and baby have stress fighting.
Yeah. I feel great
effects,
about those.
And no releases stress hormones.
Only for women, these things too.
Well, that was just in the article. They were talking about women.
Okay.
I would love to know more about.
Yeah, did it? I'm sure. Is this just in your notes or do you have the article there?
Just in my notes. The article is just like a very slim outline of it, not like the actual scientific one. But next time, I will be talking about how there is new studies that have just been released, like this month, on the ways that different hormone levels in women affect actual brain size and brain regions. And we're seeing a change, and they've never studied this really before, that like how hormones affect the brain, where we see changes in like white matter and gray matter across just the month with the presence of estrogen and different hormones in the body. And these really affect things, believe it or not, like mood and time. So if you feel scatterbrained and like you're forgetting a bunch of appointments at certain times, it's because that part of the brain is physiologically changing its shape and structure. Don't worry.
Okay, but like I feel like we should keep it under wraps because this is used as a reason to undermine our competency. Things like that. Yeah, but as soon
as you know that something's happening, there's an ability to like ride the wave, because it's like the difference of like looking at the ocean and knowing the wave is coming versus like getting pounded by it when you're not facing the ocean.
Okay,
and then
but
like
one more
surprise.
Thing.
I'm like,
it feels like this is the only research they're doing on women, because then how about do a study on like our cardiovascular health, number one, but number two, like what happens when men's brains are horny? I bet they shrink right up.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure
they act
this is
fool.
I'm sure.
What I mean?
Yeah,
where are those studies?
I'm sure. This woman, Emily Jacobs, I think is her name. She's a neuroscientist at the University of Santa Barbara, and she has she started like the Institute of Neuroplasticity or whatever,
where she's
don't
blame the messenger.
And this woman is like the only woman who's like, or only person who's like, can we please research women's brains? She's
I like that.
Trying so hard for it to be not generalized to everybody and to show that, and the thing that's fucking crazy is these structures did not see a change when women were on birth control.
Yeah.
So there's so much more that we have to look at on what birth control and all this stuff is doing hormonally to our brains, our body. It's like affecting so many more places than we really think.
All right. Well, she can keep doing that.
Yeah.
But like, also let's do some research on how stupid men can be when they get mad or horny.
Yeah.
Because then we all have our strengths and weaknesses. Okay, everybody?
Right. Well, they're making those generalizations about saying everybody's like that, but no, it's just the dudes. And now we're going to be like, look at how women can be well balanced during these times and
Emily
don't
Jacobson
have
will tell
emotional react. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks for talking me off that ledge.
You're welcome.
I don't like any kind of ammunition that can be like, women
I
are
see
too
what
emotional.
well, she actually said that in the article. She's like, I'm nervous that this is going to be used for those arguments, but it is more important that we do this research to show like what could be like life saving and
yeah, all right,
like life
Emily,
affecting,
you're right.
like yeah, she did bring that up.
I'm
She's
probably
like,
in the part of the cycle that
why...
makes me emotional right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm probably at whatever day that is. Okay.
Yeah. Oh gosh. We'll unpack all of this in the next one and tell you guys all the details. It'll be great. So
yes. Well, and by the way, whenever there was that stuff that came out of like during one of the insurrection trials where that lady from the White House staff came on and said that Trump threw ketchup at the wall. I don't know if you remember that, but he was mad about something and he threw ketchup at the wall. And I was just like, oh, thank God. Like, I want more of those stories.
Yeah,
because
outbursts.
These bozo, like, men do the same.
Yeah.
I've never even thrown ketchup.
All you have to do is watch ESPN. Just watch First Take for 10 minutes. And you tell me if those guys aren't totally emotionally unhinged.
They just don't cry.
I'm looking at you,
Sarah.
Skip.
Who's Skip?
Skip Bayless. He's one of the guys on, like, Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless. You guys, emotional basket cases. Don't even pretend like you're not.
Yeah.
You get paid to be. And then I get called. What did I get called on Instagram the other day? Oh, it was great. And I was like, oh, dramatic.
Was it?
I was like, dramatic? No. Reactive? Or dramatic? Maybe. Reactive? Definitely.
Yeah, I would use reactive. Because dramatic is not right.
Dramatic. I'm not creating drama. I am merely reacting to what is already there.
And you
reactive, not dramatic.
And you don't even attract drama. Some people don't create it, but they attract it. You don't even do that.
I don't even know. I'm a no drama zone. I merely comment on the drama in a highly reactive way because that shit is crazy.
It's hilarious.
Because that is wild. Yeah.
Well, and it's funny.
Because have you met people? Right. Come on. Anyways.
All right.
She wrote LOL after it, so I wasn't too mad.
Well, whenever that thing went viral on TikTok, we got a lot of that. I mean, people really...
I give zero fucks.
They get so mad when
like,
people...
she's... Like, have you seen... Wait, I'm sorry. Joe Rogan, you think that guy's just cool as a cucumber?
Yeah, he's in, like, MMA.
Come on!
Uh-huh.
Please.
I love
men get paid for being dramatic and reactive, and I get...
Nothing but grief.
Nothing but grief.
I love when our editor is doing the TikTok videos, and whenever you are worked up, it'll put on the subtitles like something like
inaudible.
Yeah. Yeah. Like unintelligible.
Yes.
Or emotional reaction. Or like she can't even speak. Whatever it is cracks me up because it's exactly right. The perfect description of what you're going through at the time.
Yeah. The total emotional roller coaster. Sorry.
Too emotional to speak or something. All right. Anyway, so we did the sound bath and some kid cured cancer or something.
With soap. Yep. I love being called baby, but don't call me God. Or don't make me call you God.
Oh my God. That baby thing is really crazy. And the fact, did you ever do it in the sack? Like whenever, did you ever
call him
just indulge? Yeah.
No, never. Sure? I guarantee I did. Because I remember it being awkward and I remember being like, I can't sleep with this guy again.
Did he describe the reason? There's only one reason, but did he say,
God, I remember actually, we're almost coming up on some anniversary of it because when it happened was the night before Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Because you know how that's like a big night where everybody goes out?
Amateur night.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I remember what bar we went to and it was like, everybody, I remember all of that. It was the night before Thanksgiving when I was asked
what if
to call somebody God in bed.
And then also tomorrow say you're thankful for me. Pray to me. Oh my God. You have I gotta say, you have a real type that you're into.
Yeah, I told you, narcissists.
Well,
I know this. I've sensed, like, I even announce it to them.
What do you think it is? Okay, we'll talk about it next time. Okay. Yeah. Amazon drivers, God bless them. If you are listening and you deliver to my house, come on in.
You can use mine too, because I got first floor bathroom.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's like right there by the front door.
It's not even really in the house.
Yeah, it's not in the house. You can just come in, do your thing, no problem.
Yeah, okay. And then a live girl, hilarious.
Oh my God. Hilarious.
And then
Amazon drivers pee in bottles. And
I really do wish we could submit this survival technique of fall to pieces, like to whoever decided what the acceptable ones were. Like I wish you could be like, what about this?
Yeah, fight, fun.
Because who makes those up? You know what I mean? Who decided fawn was allowed in all of that?
Right.
They added those recently.
Yeah, I think we could really make a good argument. It's kind of like when you want a new emoji. How we've been like really pushing for white wine for a while. I'm telling you should be able to hold it down just like you do to pick different skin tones. You should be able to hold the white wine down, and it should be white, red, or rosé. I don't understand why this is so difficult. You heard it here, folks.
We need to, because you know how you can submit them. We should.
That's a great idea. Don't you think that? Don't you think that's a good idea? Thank you. I know your face is saying yes.
I was actually gobsmacked.
Yeah,
my mouth was agape. Because I was like, this is genius, and
Thank
yes.
You. Sometimes I do have great ideas.
Who have you told about this? Just us?
I know I've said this on the pod. I say this every time we review the new emojis that come out. I say, we should do a white wine.
You know what they should do?
Yeah. I've said this
All right,
before.
we gotta go. Okay, bye, everyone.
Okay, bye.